between the play of day and night, darkness and light, there is a zone which is called the grey zone. Life lurks in that zone. Good evening, friends. Sunset is my favorite time, and luckily I get the opportunity to address all of you at sunset. I'm a sunset boy. It's only in the orange glow that your true colors come out. I see a world full of dark-haired people, people using terms like young, very young, teenagers, kids, and then old. I don't segregate the word into these terms at all. It's one continuum of life. I have a life story which I would not wish on my worst enemies. I don't know how it came to be called inspirational. मुझे समझ नहीं आया बिल्कुल भी. It was very tough while I was living it. It is still tough because we are a world full of judgmental people, especially here in India. I don't know where to start, but I was born and brought up in a normal family of educationists. My father used to tell me you have to acquire a degree and then go into a government job, and of course that came to my rescue all the time because I get a very good pension since I retired as a government officer. But then, you know, that was a life in which I never thought about spirituality or growth or what is life, what is death, what is the purpose of life. But then a few incidents happened in my life. I've never spoken about it, and it takes a lot of guts to speak these things in front of people. I lost my wife after a long struggle with cancer, and then sadly I lost my only son to another illness, and that is how I gave up my job. I took voluntary retirement. I went into depression. I became a recluse. And for 12 long years, I didn't step out of my home. It went on, and I, I was on bed for 8 months. I couldn't walk. I used to go to all kinds of psychiatrists and was under all kinds of medication. And during a phase, I lost my memory and then walked out of my home and was found on the streets after 12 days. But then, you know, the story that is motivational is that I had grown up to a mighty weight of 125 kgs during this phase. I used to eat, though I never drank or smoked or did anything, I still don't do that. And I was on bed for a very long time. I still am staying with my sister, younger sister, and my brother-in-law who are still like rocks in the support system that I have. One fine day, my brother-in-law walked up to me. They happen to be very young. My sister is 19 years my junior. And he said that you're spoiling not only your life, but our lives as well. Because, you know, how do we define relations? People have to leave you. Either they leave you while they are living or they leave you when they die. So why go on crying over that situation? It's the law of nature. It has to, you know, go to everybody, it has to overtake everybody. You can't help that. So you better respect that. You have your life for yourself, right? And the best way to remember the people who have left you or gone on their further journey is to live a life that they will be proud of, right? So that day, I thought over it for a long time. I still remember that was somewhere in 2012 that it happened. And when I woke up from that slumber, that long, dark night that I was sleeping in, I threw away all the medicines and I decided I have to fight back. I have to reclaim the life that I have given up, and I should make the people who have gone more proud of me. So I threw away all the medicines. I went to a dietitian. and went on a diet. Slowly, I couldn't walk for 8 months. I lost my sense of balance. I used to fall 100 times. But then I somehow pulled up the courage, and I joined a swimming pool. Then I joined a gym, and within 8 months I lost 45 kgs. So there used to be a gentleman staying next door. He was working with a magazine called Men's Health. So when he saw me, he said, "Are you the same man? You used to, live here and kabhi dekha usko, kabhi nahi dekha," and all that. I said, "Yes, I am the same person." So there was a story in that magazine with my before and after pictures, the way I used to look and the way I look now. And from there, a modeling agency in Delhi contacted me. They somehow got my number, called me up, and they said, "Can you come for an audition in our agency?" Trust me, I'd never heard of what modeling is, what is a modeling agency, and what goddamn is an audition. But somehow my relatives, they egged me on. They said, "You must go and don't be scared, and you trust us that you look good now." So I went, mustered up a lot of courage, went and stood in front of the cameras for the first time in December 2015. And when the lights were switched on, trust me, a new light shone on me. In that moment, I knew, I'm sorry if I get emotional, I'm a very emotional person. In that moment, I knew this is the life I was meant to live. The journey was very hard to reach this point. It all makes sense now. My son passed away at the age of 18. He always wanted to be a model and an actor. There that mother is now looking down on me and feeling proud. So it's been a journey. This year I won the Best Actor Award for my short film. Maybe some of you might have watched it. It's called The Bench. I won the National Award for Best Acting in that. It's the story of parents being thrown on the streets by their kids. That's a reality of life. Another of my short films called Dhimi Aaj has gone to the Los Angeles Film Festival. And again I've been nominated in the Best Acting category. I've just signed one Hindi movie, one Kannada movie, and one Malayalam movie. I'm a very innocent boy, but I don't know why I get the roles of a villain on screen. As Ram said, you were my favorite character in that serial, Ye Pyar Nahi To Kya on Sony TV, in which I play a very bad man. Somebody who, can I say this here? Will it be politically correct? I was portraying Vijay Mallya. I'm sorry. Somebody who does all the scams and all those things happening. So
you look alike.
It's a compliment or
not in the present context. So and that is, but what I'm proud of today is that at the age of 60, I'm doing well not only in the acting industry, but I'm doing very well, rather better in the fashion industry. I've been working for designers as their showstopper in all the major fashion weeks in India. Somebody who could not walk at all for 8 months, now when he walks, people clap. So that is, some kind of, but having said that, I'd just like to share 2 minutes more of your time. It's a country of, as I said, very judgmental people. They take one look at you and write you off. Correct. And this is no country for I'm sorry to use the term, old people. Old people. I'll give you an example. I was stopping at red light while driving down here. There was a beggar girl walking with a bunch of roses in her hand. She came up to me with great this thing that now these roses will be sold now. She took one look at me, said, "Ye buddha ka kharidega?" I mean, people write you off. They think, "Ab ho gaya yaar, inka to ho gaya, khatam ho gaya." But I can assure you, life lurks at the time of sunset. It's now that we can prove, we can live life to its fullest.
Absolutely.
As this lady asked me, what have you done for society? I have done this for the society. I get messages on the social media that one look at your pic gives us motivation to live again.
Wow.
So, just living the life that is coming my way, trying to live it to the fullest, feeling positive all the time, not thinking about age. I am very proud of the grade happening here. That is what it is. I'll sum up. I've got two favorite quotes here. One is, "You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may draw me in the very dirt, but like dust, I rise." And my favorite lines from the opening shot of a movie called Troy. "Men have been haunted by the vastness of eternity." And I'm forgetting that, can somebody help me with this? And we often ask ourselves, will our actions echo across the centuries? Will people who hear our stories wonder how bravely we fought, how fiercely we loved? Thank you so much.